I'm finished level grinding, and unfortunately there were some technical difficulties. I lost the footage, and well, the only thing that was really missed was that that Flutterby evolved from Silcoon to Beautifly. So I have a fully evolved Pokemon on the team now. Unfortunately, however, that means that it's 4 times weak to Rock, and the first gym leader is Rock type. So if I have to send out Flutterby, not in a great spot, but hopefully it won't get to that point. So I'm just going to change up the lineup a little bit here. Put 1-up Shroom in the front, and then I will challenge the first gym leader, Roxanne. Alright, so her team is 2 Geodudes, which are both rock ground, which means they're 4 times weak to grass and water, and 1 Nose Pass, which has a berry attached, I believe. So this is going to be a fairly easy match, I think. There's always a chance that they could get a critical hit and knock out one of my Pokemon, which hopefully won't happen. But you never know. It's possible. So Roxanne uses one of her potions on Geodude, and that might set things back by a turn. It might not. Yeah. But that doesn't really matter, because I don't think I'm getting one-hit KO'd by anything that they have. So I'm perfectly fine here. Alright, it's 1 down, 2 to go. Unfortunately, no level up there, but that's whatever. I mean, I can always go back and level grind if I need an extra level. So for the next Geodude, I'm just gonna send out Mirror Bee. The only reason I don't send out Trumpet right now is because it is weak to Rock-type attacks, so I don't want to risk getting knocked out and losing a Pokemon. So Absorb is probably gonna do like 75% or something. Yeah, about right. And oh wow, they actually missed on Rock Tomb. That's great for me. They're gonna use a potion, so I'll just Absorb again, and it might get the knockout. I think. I'm not sure. There's always, I mean, you never know. I could, yeah. So, whatever. I'll just use Astonish, and that should knock it out. Oh, and I got a critical hit too. I think that was a bit of overkill, but still nice to see. And for Nose Pass, I'm going to send out Richter to finish this up. Hopefully, I'll get enough experience to level up here, and then Richter can evolve into Marshtomp, which would be pretty great. So I'll just use Water Gun. I know it's probably better defensively on the physical side, so if I hit it with a special move, then it'll be fine. Or it'll be easier to knock it out. Now, the Oran Berry is going to activate, so it's going to heal 10 HP, which is whatever. I can still knock it out in 2 turns. Yep, 1 more hit should do it. They are doing a bit of damage. If they can get a critical hit, then Richter is gone. And they choose to go for Tackle instead. I don't get that, but whatever. Nose Pass is done. And there you have it. The first gym leader of Pokemon Emerald. It was a pretty easy match. Though they got some hard hits in that definitely would have been bad if they had managed to get a critical after that. But overall, fairly easy. Got the Stone Badge and TM for Rock Tomb. And in the next episode, we'll be getting to Dewford Island and hopefully be taking on the second gym leader.
A few moments later.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke Challenge. In the last episode, I managed to defeat the first gym leader, Roxanne, and now it's off to Dewford Town, and... oh yeah, I forgot. Team Aqua has stolen a package from the Devon Corporation, so I need to help that guy out again, and first I'm going to heal up and then I'll take care of that. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I need to recover the package from the Team Aqua Grunt, and new route means I can catch a new Pokemon. So let's see what it is. It's a Tailo, another flying type, which will actually be really good in the next gym battle, because next gym leader is fighting type. So I'll use Absorb. Hopefully that won't knock it out. I am twice my level is twice as high, so it could actually not a lot. That's good. That's great for me. So I feel comfortable using a tackle here. Hopefully it won't kill. Okay. So I'll use Stun Spore, and then I will catch it. I don't want to use another attacking move and risk getting a critical hit, so I'm just going to paralyze it and hope that that's enough. It probably is, but better to be safe than sorry. Alright, and now Tailo is captured, and oh joy, I get to come up with another nickname. You know what? I'm naming it Birdie because mini golf, which goes into a long story. Usually around this time of year I'd be playing this game on vacation, and when I'm on vacation I'm walking on the boardwalk and I'm doing mini golf. So, you know what? I'll make a golf reference in the game that I usually play on vacation. That's fine. So Birdie the Tailo is now a member of the team. And I want to avoid these trainers for now. I'll come back to them later if I need to. Probably won't, but whatever. This is the one area where... okay. I went a bit too early. Oh well. Hopefully I won't have to fight the other ones. Shroomish v. Shroomish. I don't like that. I'm going to switch out. I'll switch to Flutterby, just because it knows Poison Sting. Super effective, and chance of poison is good. And Stun Spore. Great. At least I'm still attacking. That's good. It's a positive. Oh, and for once, I got the poison first try. Awesome. Paralysis. At least Shroomish is still taking damage from poison. I don't think poison will be enough to kill here. Yeah, just barely. So, but it gets knocked out this turn anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And 1-up Shroomger to level 13, which is pretty good. And they're sending out Lotad. I'll keep Flutterby in the I'll keep Flutterby in play. try and get poisoned again, see if that works. Or I'll just be paralyzed. Now, Absorb should only be doing 1 damage, right? Yeah. Okay, good. And I got the poison first try again. I guess RNG has actually finally tilted my way. So next turn should be knockout regardless of what I do. So I'll at least try and get 1 HP back, 1 or 2 HP back from Absorb. Or not. Okay. The game has just told me no. But still knocked it out, still didn't lose any Pokemon. That's the important thing. Now, this hiker is going to be a problem. And there's Mr. Briny. Yeah, Team Aqua took his pet Wingull hostage. So now, in addition to recovering the package, I also have to save Wingull. And the only thing that can show up here is Whismur, so I know that that's what I'm adding to my team. I'm not even going to bother attacking it. I'm just going to try paralyzing it and throwing a Pokeball. I actually think there's a Pokeball hidden somewhere in the cave, so... oh. Well, that's unfortunate. So I'll hit it a few times with Absorb, and then I will attempt to capture it again. That was not particularly smart of me. So now, Pokeball should work. Okay, Whismur's on the team now. And I'm not going to even waste any time naming it because I don't even plan on using it unless I have to. So, Stereo the Whismur is going into the PC now. And that should be the Pokeball right there. Everyone's always annoyed by Zubats in caves, but I've played through the first hour or so of Pokemon Emerald so much that Whismurs annoy me so much more than Zubats. Alright, I'm gonna put Richter in the lead because he's my strongest, and I just want to get this fight over with. The Poochyena is probably gonna be at like level 11 or something. I think it's either 11 or 14, I don't know why those two numbers stick out. Okay, 11. So... a couple of water guns should do the trick. Maybe I'll use Mud Slap after this, just so that they can't hit me. And better to be safe than sorry, I guess. So, yeah, I'll use Mud Slap. Are you kidding me? He's got like, I can't even see the HP bar. Okay, but he's done. Game over. It's T-Monk with 0, Reggie 2. And I have saved the hostage Wingull. I seriously think Whismur is one of the most annoying Pokemon. Oh, are they gonna make me fight the hiker now? You know what? No. Skipping it. I'm at least definitely not using Whismur for the next gym leader fight since it's weak to fighting types. I'll probably swap Chewy out of the team for that as well and just put Birdie in its place, at least temporarily. I know that the third gym after that is going to be a problem, but at least for now, I'll just, once I get to the center, I'll swap out Fujiana for Talo, and then I'll level grind in a little bit, which will once again be edited out. I don't want to have to put anyone through all of that. Alright, so now I have to deliver a letter to Stephen and Dewford. I think I don't think that's required for the story, but I'm gonna do it anyways. And the neat thing here is, you can talk to these guys and they'll talk about stuff they're working on. So I think one of them talks about, yeah, there's that one. I'll get back to that one in a minute. There's one that's, I think there's one who talks about fossils. And eventually you can bring fossils back and get them restored. The new Pokeballs, they would later introduce a ton of new Pokeballs, and I think they introduced some new ones in this generation as well. There's the fossil guy. This one is really interesting, though, because he says, I'm trying to develop a device that visually reproduces the dreams of Pokemon. It's not going well. The interesting thing there, as I leave the building, is they actually did, if you want to just count this as part of the lore, it eventually did end up being a thing, the Dream World in Pokemon Black and White, which I always thought was cool. You basically just were able to use your Pokemon.com account to upload a Pokemon from your Black and White game onto your computer, play a couple of mini games, and then after you did that, then you'd be able to catch a new Pokemon with a hidden ability. It was the first way to get hidden abilities, and it was pretty cool. I wish that you were still able to do it. Alright, so now I'll heal up my team, and I'll swap Birdie in. So, unfortunately, Chewy, you're going to have to sit in the box for a little bit, but I will bring him back on the team after the next gym battle. Oh, and there's May. Do I need to talk to her? Maybe I do. But, anyways, now I have her in the Pokénav, and she mentioned Mr. Briney. And do we fight here? Okay, yeah. I forget who she leads with. Wingull. Okay, not bad. Unfortunately, immune to Mud Slap and resists Water Gun, so I'm just going to tackle here, and that should be fine. I'm sure Water Gun would do some damage, just I don't know how much. Nice, got a critical hit on tackle. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, I've got the 2 attack drops, but still should be able to KO. Yeah. And against Trico, should I test out Birdie? I kind of want to, but then again, that's a big risk because I don't want to risk it getting knocked out, and then I'm down 1 Pokemon that'll be really useful in the next gym. So I'll just, it's better to be safe than sorry, I'll go with Flutterby. Alright, Pound is actually doing quite a bit of damage. So, if they could end up getting a KO, which would be bad. I don't want to lose Flutterby. That was a lot of damage. Now I'm getting scared. I think I'm okay healing for a turn. I think this is fine. But now I'm actually starting to get really scared. That was terrifying. I did not mean to do that again. Oh my gosh. That quick attack might have just been the scariest thing I've ever seen in a video game. And they're holding on too. I don't like this. Okay. I was worried they might get another critical hit, and then it would be all over. Alright, so I beat May. That's good. And Richter's evolving. Awesome. So now I've got 2 evolved Pokemon on the team, which is great. And Mudshot is a great move, so I'm going to replace Growl with that. Just because I never use the status moves in the campaign, and especially stuff like Growl is completely worthless. So, she mentioned Mr. Briney again. He's the one who takes me to Dewford Town, so I'll just speed over to his place. Alright, so time to speak with Mr. Briney about going to Dewford Town. I stocked up on a couple of items off-screen just because there's not a shop there, so I'm just going to head right over. I also got to say, the theme for riding on Mr. Briney's boat, I absolutely love this theme. And I wish that it were the surfing theme for the game. And so way back when I first got Pokemon Emerald, I was really upset. Or I should go back a bit further. So when I first got Pokemon Emerald, I would only really ever get as far as beating Brawly, and then my save data would get corrupted. I didn't know at the time, but I had unknowingly bought a fake copy of the game off of eBay, which I found out a couple years later thanks to one of my friends showing me his copy and comparing the two. But once I did finally get the game, and an actual version of the game and played through it up to the point where you get surf. I was really disappointed when the theme for Mr. Briney's boat was not the surf theme. I absolutely love it. So let's go to the cave. I think this guy gives the HM for Flash. Although, it's definitely not a required HM in the game. And I've got a game guide anyways, so if I absolutely need it, I can just use that for the map. And I can catch a Geodude. And I meant to use Mud Slap, not Tackle, but that still did a decent chunk of damage for a not very effective move. So, it's fine. I'll see how much Mud Slap does, hopefully. Okay. That was more damage than I thought it would be. And per the rules of the Nuzlocke challenge, that was the first Pokemon I encountered. I cannot catch any other Pokemon from Granite Cave. That was it. So I'm down one potential Pokemon that I could have had, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that I could catch something and add it to my team for this battle. And Geodude would have also been helpful for the next couple of gyms, but it's not the worst thing that could have happened, I guess. So I'll just level grind and head straight to the gym. Alright, I doubt I'm gonna kill this. Yeah, okay. Imagine if Mirror B was faster. That would have been hilarious. Another one. Ah! If I could have just found one of these instead of Geodude, then I would have thrown the Great Ball that I got from the freaking Devon Corp guy and hoped that it caught it. Well, at least that's doing some damage. Alright, come on. Is that enough? Yes! Alright. Mirror B is about to evolve into Lombre. Which means I'm one step closer to getting one of the best Pokemon from this whole generation. Alright. Lotad has evolved into Lombre. Alright, now it's time to head into the Dewford Gym and take on Brawly. I'm going to be completely honest, it has been a long time, and I do not remember this map. And unfortunately, because I haven't earned the gym badge, I can't use Flash yet. So, I'm going to be lost for a little bit. This is going to be really fun.
6 hours later.
Oh, I figured out my way through the puzzle maze, I guess, whatever. I will say, I like this version of the gym challenge better than the one they remade in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, just because with this one, it doesn't require trainer fights. I believe the one in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire does. But anyways, it's time for the gym battle against Brawly, and hopefully my 3 flying types will be enough to win the battle. One thing that I really hate is if one of his Pokemon pulls out a Rock-type move. That would be awful. And that's doing a lot of damage even before a critical hit, and it has a high chance of crits. Okay. There's a potion. Oh, a super potion. I'm sorry. If I can just get a crit or something. Okay. If they had decided to go with Karate Chop, I am absolutely 100% sure that Trumpet would have been a goner. That would have made me really sad. I don't want to lose my first Pokemon in the 3rd episode. Alright, time for Metatite. And who am I going to send out? You know what? I'm going to give Mirorby a shot. He's got a Ghost-type move. I don't think he'd be planning for that. Plus, it's got a chance of flinch, so maybe I can get lucky. That's Focus Punch. I see what his plan is. I think he wants me to use, status moves. Or to miss. Either one, I guess. So I guess this just counts as flinching. Now, if only his Pokemon knew Substitute, his fight would be much more difficult. Oh, he just straight up flinched that time. And now he's using a Super Potion again. He should be out. You know, I'm gonna give Nature Power a try. I want to see what it turns into inside the gym. I think it'll be Swift, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, Swift is like typically the generic version of what it turns into. I know when I was level grinding in Granite Cave, it became Shadow Ball, which I thought was interesting. I would have thought it would turn into Rock Slide. Whatever, I guess. Alright, and now it's down to Makuhita. And you know what? Flutterby's been doing great in this episode, so I'm going to see if that streak can continue. Didn't really get to use her all that much in the last episode because of the Rock-type gym. But I'll use Stun Spore, and that can get some paralysis. Fortunately, they didn't use Focus Punch, which, if they had, it would have done some damage. And now I can just use Gust and hope that they are paralyzed. Or not. Let's see how much it does. Alright, the double resist is coming in handy. They have a Citrus Berry, but that's fine. I don't think I'm going to be taking... I don't think I'm going to be taking that much damage regardless of what move they use. So, I think it's safe to say that the battle's over. I have defeated the second gym leader, Raleigh, and yeah, that's about it. I get my second badge. The Focus Punch TM I don't really care that much about. It's never been a move that I've been a particularly big fan of. But there we go. Second gym is done. So, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The next episode will be up soon, and I will be going to deliver the letter to Stephen Stone and the Devoncorp goods to Slateport City. So I hope you tune in next time where all that very exciting side quest stuff will be happening. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.